Okay, welcome everyone. It is, what is today? Monday the 9th. And we are doing our special little team rank up call because we had a great month of October and had some people rank up, get some extra smiley faces, and we're going to celebrate them tonight. And then we're going to talk a little bit about our fun night that we had on Saturday night when we had our little team event, and maybe share just a few popcorn takeaways from that. And also, for those of you, and I'll ask later, whoever watched the movie Buck, and just share some of those takeaways so that if you haven't watched it yet, maybe you would be inspired to watch it, because I think it's, a really good lessons for life in general. So I was really moved by that movie. But so thanks for being on. And we have some exciting stuff tonight. And actually, I'm going to have, Andrea doesn't know this, but I'm going to have Kelly start. Let's start with Andrea, and just give her a little shout out, and then maybe for those of you that have ranked up and we're celebrating you, I'd like to maybe just have you say, real quick, why you started coaching and what's your favorite thing about it so far. So go ahead, Kel.
Awesome. I'm so excited for tonight. We have a lot of breakups to celebrate, and the first one we're going to shout out is Andrea Gardner. She ranked up to ED actually several months ago and has been running volume to qualify as ED by volume for the last several months, which is super exciting. It doesn't matter how you get there. But that's kind of the old school way of getting there. That's kind of what I was taught and what we were taught all along. There is a blended path now that is so awesome, and I love that we have that option. But what is so exciting as well is she's been helping a lot of people, and seeing some of her clients posting and seeing some of the things that are happening on her team have been really exciting because her energy is just dynamite. So over the last 3 months, she has just qualified for her first $1,000 bonus for impacting enough people to be compensated by Take Shape for Life for that level of work. So I just wanted to give her a shout out for that. It was a big deal, and she did really great. So I will turn it over to her and say, good job, girl.
Awesome.
I was giving y'all a high five. Sorry. Thanks, Kelly. That was super awesome. Nice of you. And just real quick, I want to thank you for inviting me to join the program a year ago. That's a year ago in November is when I started as a client. And she asked me when I reached my goal if I wanted to help a few people, and that's how I started. I only wanted to help who wanted help, and all these people wanted my help, and I just love helping them and their energy, so it's really kept me moving forward. And she's been a great mentor to me and helping me figure out how to go even further if I want to. So thank you for that support. I want to go to my mom.
Well, let's wait just a second, okay? Because I'll go in order. But if you're done talking, are you done talking about you?
I'm done talking about me.
Okay. Well, congratulations, because I know you worked hard for that, and that's awesome. $1,000 bonus, girl.
Thanks.
On top of everything else. So good job.
Thanks.
Okay. So ED, that's 3 months in a row. So the next one in line we want to recognize tonight is our girl Carrie Potts. I hope you all read the little story, because I won't say it all over again, that I wrote about her though in Dreamweavers, because it's pretty inspiring. But I'm very, very happy for you, and I just couldn't be. You're awesome that you just keep going, and you started plugging in, and things started happening for you, and that's a true testament. So congratulations, and please take it away, girl.
Well, thank you very much. That was nice of you to say. And I think I'm still jumping up and down from when I saw those smiley faces last month. It was so great to see finally. I became a coach in February of 2011. That's how we found out.
We're having a little trouble. Are you guys having a little trouble hearing her?
Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
Hold on, let me try to fix something.
Or just come closer to the computer. We can hear you now.
Is that better?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just said I became a coach in February of 2011. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I went to my first event in February of 2015.
Uh-huh.
So I just, for a while when I started, I didn't really go after it and I was kind of lazy. And Christy just kept talking to me and she never gave up on me. And then after I went in February, I kind of got inspired by the Fisk event in Salt Lake City. And I've been doing a lot more of things I was scared to do, of talking on the phone and meeting new people and things like that. I had some very inspiring three-way calls with Christy that helped a lot too. And I guess I've just been getting excited again about the program. I went back on the 5-in-1 and that helped me to get excited again. So it was just kind of a, perfect storm of everything that I've been trying to do and wanting to do. And it all just happened in October for me. So I was very excited and I still am, and I'm keeping my momentum going, I hope. So we'll see what's to come.
You will, because you're plugged in now, girl. That's what it takes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Andrea. Now we got the next in line, your manager.
Yeah. So I just want to give my mom a shout out. She was actually the easiest client to get because I never did an interest call with her. I just didn't get the word out, and then she saw my progress, and she's like, sign me up. And so we did. And then she came to our Happy Healthy Hour event in August, I think it was, and she was inspired there to decide to become a coach and help people. And she's just taking off like no other. She's plugging into me. Kelly's helping me out as well. And she wants more and more and more and more. And she wants to help so many people get healthy because she sees the need. And she ranked up to manager just in her second month of being a full-time health coach because she started at the end of August. So she's doing an awesome job, and she wants to just continue adding smiley faces. So awesome, Mom. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I like the smiley faces.
Yep. What's your favorite thing about coaching so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I like the connecting to a lot of people, and I love helping people. My clients are coming back to me with stories that make me want to cry because they're so awesome. And, it's just really, I had a friend that actually begged to go on this program because I was worried about her. But they have just been doing fantastic, and health-wise, not just, weight-wise has been great, but health-wise is what I'm getting amazed at on some deals. That's my favorite.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Mary. We're happy that you're here. Good job.
Thanks.
Good job. Okay, I think you have a couple more, Andrea, so keep going.
Yeah, sorry, I'll hog the mic here. Next, I want to go to Debbie because she was my first ever client. And I'm sure I messed up a lot with her because I really didn't do a true interest call right away because I worked with her. So I just kind of kept talking to her. She kept asking me. And then when I became a coach, we did a formal interest call over the phone with Kelly on a three-way. And she had tried many other programs. And she is a nurse at one of my schools. So she is a huge asset. She's taught me a lot about the body and nutrition, and it's helped me help other clients, and that's what I love about her and her passion. She really loves the program, and you can tell when she talks to people about it, and she got senior coached. So awesome job, Debbie. Yay!
You can't see us all.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, because this phone keeps wanting to tell me to unmute, and I don't know what's going on. This is new to me. So this program, I love it. I feel like it's a lifestyle, and it's not like the other diets that I've ever been on. And I think what I love most about it is the mental challenge of pulling people through who are struggling and need the extra TLC, because that's what we're there to give. I mean, in their weakest moments, we've got to be there for them. And I have felt this the last couple of days with my client especially. And I think it's really appreciated because sometimes we just have to walk the walk with them and know that we have been through what they're going through and just keep pulling them through. So anyway, I love this program, and Andrea really was instrumental in me losing all my weight and being an example, and I appreciate it.
Oh, that was wonderful, Debbie. You did great. And you couldn't see us, but we're all smiling and we're all nodding and we're like, yes, yes, yes. So that was awesome, Debbie.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Doing great. And my next one is Stacy, and we go back to high school. So me, Kelly, and Stacy, we were on the same class together, and she was also one of my very first clients. And early on, when she started the program, I encouraged her to coach because she understood it, how it worked, how the 5-in-1 was, and she was just very educated about it. And she's been helping other people. They've been coming to her. She's been helping them and doing lots of calls and continuing that. And she got a senior coach last month. So good job, Stacy.
Yay.
Hey, well, I guess I decided to coach because, well, I just want a little extra money to help pay for the food. But I really have enjoyed, just how the program isn't pushy. People have seen my progress and come to me. People that have talked about it over time just kind of sit back and watch. And then, when they're really ready, they come and they're committed at that point. And I think that's the key, is being committed and working towards their goals. So my sister started at one point and she wasn't committed, and then took a little break, and now she's back in full force, and she's helped get some of my new clients on, and that's what helped me rank up this time.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Stacy. That's exciting. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay, and last but not least, I got to unmute him because he's driving. Ryan also ranked up to senior coach this month, and we're excited for him. He's a great guy. He's got a big heart, and he owns a gym, and so he's using this as another option for some of his clients there. So, Ryan, what is your favorite thing so far about coaching?
It's really easy, actually, and I think that's one thing that got me really really excited about jumping on board with you, Christy. Christy actually came to one of my boot camps and started talking to me about this for a little bit. So, Christy, I do thank you for that. It falls right in line with everything that I'm already doing with all of my clients. So I have them set up in a manner, and if we need to make changes to whatever they need to eat, then that's when I introduced the 5-in-1 plan, and so far it's been working fairly well. So I don't know, I've only been doing this for a month and a half, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just kind of anxious to see even better results as we come along. So
Awesome. Well, good job, buddy. We're glad you're here, and congratulations. That's exciting. Okay. Well, congrats to everybody, and everybody who's on tonight that got a rank up. So that's exciting because sometimes we have to give you a shout out when you're not here. So thanks for being on. And I want to kind of cruise over then to do a little popcorn takeaways from Saturday night when we had our special guests in town. And I know that, not everybody could make it. Some people are out of town. Some people had other plans and things like that. But we had a great turnout. We had a great time. It was really quite amazing. So I wanted to, maybe I'll just call on a couple of you that said that they would talk and share their takeaways for me. And I'm going to start with Jennifer, because I see you to my left, and I was so happy to see that you came. So can you share maybe your top takeaway from Saturday night?
Yes. My top takeaway, I think, was it was Karen and Marie, right? Is that?
Yeah.
When Karen was talking about just asking questions, I was at a conference today for coaching with my other job, and they were talking about asking questions. Start with the question and end with the question, and they also were talking about he used an analogy about when you get in a cab, the cab driver asks you a question. Where do you want to go? Where can I take you? And so I just thought that was a great analogy for us as coaches to ask questions of our clients, but then also to ask coaches or ask questions of our member coaches and business coaches to connect with them, because they really can, like a cab driver, and we just need to tell them where we want to go and get to our destination. So it was just a great connection for me. And I think too, just being able to see, you see people's faces on and Shape Up and Dreamweavers. So it was just nice to be able to, meet people in person and be connected. So.
Good. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. Joe, do you want to unmute and tell us your takeaway, girl? I was also very happy to see you there because I know you weren't coming, and you did.
Yeah. Yes, I just enjoyed it tremendously, actually. I have taken a step back just to kind of focus on myself and working still on my health journey, of course. And I just was excited and it might be a different change of mind too, as well as being there. But just haven't been there, but then welcome arms, with all of you guys that were there, and it felt very comfortable, and it felt like a place where I wanted to hang out some more and carry on those nice, healthy vibes that you all have. So thank you guys very much.
Awesome. Again, we're glad you came, Joe. Thank you for that. Good deal. Kelly, do you have a takeaway you want to share?
Sure. I really enjoyed Saturday night as well. It was really good energy, a lot of fun, a lot of informal things that we could never get from a structured training. I really loved it when we were outside talking, and Marie talked to us a little bit about how, it is scary for everybody. Every single person sitting around the fire has been scared at some point, or maybe currently is. And that's okay. That you just have to find your truth of why you're doing this and really own that and get bone deep with it. And that will move you forward. Really owning the truth of why you're here and why you started is the only way you'll get to where you want to go. And, even though that's a little bit different than just stepping through fear, it's really finding the truth within the fear. And I loved how she put it. And, when you do find that truth, it's almost like you're unstoppable.
Awesome. That was good. Thank you.
Sure.
You did. Alicia, you got one? Do you need, there you go. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Okay, you work on that. Pam, do you have something? I unmuted you. You muted yourself. There you go.
Okay, yes, I thoroughly enjoyed Saturday evening as well. So many takeaways, really. When you hear somebody else talk about, like Kelly said, their fears, or they're not wanting to pick up the phone, or whatever it might be, I don't know. It's not that you're happy that they're having that same experience you are, but it makes you realize that it's okay. Figure it out, get moving, don't stop, don't let it hold you back. Karen spoke about, and maybe I just heard this through her words, although they weren't exactly the words she said, there's so much value in what we do, and value in what we have to offer and the program we have to offer. It really is the real deal. And, you know, I think we brought up the notion, some folks feel like they're selling. You know, we're not selling. I guess you could say we're selling great health if you want to. We're there to serve others, and we're there to help them know about good health and how to get there if they want to go there. And I loved hearing offering the coffee story again. Coffee? You want some coffee? Okay, great. Here's your coffee. You don't want coffee? That's okay too. I'll be back later. So it was great. I loved it.
Awesome. Thank you. Good. Did you get yours figured out, Alicia? Okay. Michelle, did you have a takeaway? Perez?
I'm like, give me a minute. I got to find the right button. Yeah, well, so many. And I was trying to listen while doing everything else that I'm trying to do. I think the biggest one was, well, two. The coffee story and the...
You're cutting out, Michelle.
Don't be afraid to open your mouth and speak from the heart.
That's good. I heard that. Don't be afraid to open your mouth and speak from the heart. Good one. Good one. Andrea, do you have one?
I mean, yeah, like earlier, just to piggyback that everybody has been in a fear spot. I've been in a fear spot, and every time somebody's negative with me, I'm like, next, please. Kind of like, check, please. I'm ready to go on to the next person. And that's what they said, you know, just keep going forward. Not everyone wants it right away. They may never want it, but you've got to go to everybody else and see if they want it too. And they're probably going to say yes, and more are going to say yes than you realize are going to say yes.
Perfect. Good one. Good one. And I know Mary had something to say about being a brand new coach.
Yeah, being a brand new coach, getting together with new people is so inspiring. I enjoyed visiting with Pam a lot and everybody, and hearing other people's story as a new coach to me is very helpful, because they're not, I started from day one, have just got all clients all the time. So hearing what she did, and Marie.
Great.
She did a challenge, and Kelly will hear, you know, she was there to witness it. We won't say what it is, but she actually made me realize I'm not as organized as I should be. I'm just, I need to, you know, I only made my list at the end of the second month, and, you know, that's probably what I need to get more organized. So I got to take away valuable tools that I probably knew, that they were voiced to me, and that's helpful as a new coach to hear them over and over. So
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mary. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And Alicia, I know we can't hear you. Maybe you want to chat us, but you're on your phone. I don't know. You can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, we can hear you now.
I just was afraid it'd be too loud in here because I'm in Starbucks.
Okay.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yep.
So if not, just mute me and I'll see you muted.
Okay.
I can't really pick out a specific one. I piggyback on what everyone said. Kelly Grant just reiterated what Marie said so beautifully. But I will say that there was something that someone asked about, maybe the price and it being expensive and things like that. And the idea that Jennifer brought up about the questions, start asking questions. I think maybe even Marcia said, you know, instead of trying to convince them that they already spend that much money, probably a day or a week as it is, instead of convincing them that they already do, start asking them what they eat, you know, where they go, and just so that they kind of hear it themselves. And then it was really just about finding out more about them and less trying to convince them that this is, what's right for them. So that was a different take on how to address when people think it's expensive. And then I love the camaraderie and the energy. It was a great night.
It was. Thank you. I'm glad we got to hear you. Go back to your Starbucks. That's good.
Thank you.
Good. No, those were all great takeaways. Thank you guys for sharing. I think I got everybody that was there. Okay, I know we're running late, but, we got 2 minutes. But I just wanted to, because I said we would talk about it. How many of you were able to watch the movie Buck?
Did.
Okay, just a few. Some haven't watched it yet. Does anybody have a takeaway that they feel they really want to share about that movie? Kelly.
Okay, so really quick, I finished it up this morning and I wrote a few things here in my on my phone, so I'm just going to read what I wrote. There's a point in the movie where they have a really tough decision to make about a horse that is dangerous and will kill somebody. And so they have to make the decision to put the colt down. And when he was addressing the woman who owned the horse and probably contributed to the damage that the horse had experienced, I just noticed that he really didn't beat around the bush. He was really firm and direct with her. Like, he didn't say, well, it's okay that you did this. I mean, he was in no uncertain terms really quite direct with her, but he wasn't unkind about it and or angry. And he didn't tiptoe around it. He didn't hope she wouldn't get mad or anything like that. He did what was best, and he let the colt go, and he let the colt be put down. And it was really a tough part of the movie. Like, I literally don't really have feelings for horses, but I was almost in tears, right? Like, oh my gosh, what a tough decision. But, I really admired the fact that he wasn't afraid to do what was right, and to also let her know that she was part of what had happened. And he also addressed it with the other participants that were there. And that's what a leader would do. They were kind of like, well, where did the colt go? And the leader said, this is just what happened, and it could have been handled differently. We're just going to keep going now. And I love that. So the other thing I wrote down, he said it straight out. He said, I'm still learning. I would rather do this than eat. I want to be better. From the outside looking in, he looks to be the best. So from my perspective, not being a horse person, he looks like the best of the best of the best. But from his perspective, he's still learning. So he's working every day to learn new things. And he wants to do this rather than eat. Like, he is that passionate about it. And another thing that he said is, we all have choices. We can use our past as an excuse, or we can use it to become better. And he definitely has a very tough past that they talk about in the movie, and he has used those experiences to benefit not only himself, but the lives of hundreds of other people. So I thought it was a really, really good movie. And I think that anybody who watched it would take away that he was, the epitome of a passionate leader.
Mm-hmm. Geez, that was really good Cliff Notes, Kel. Awesome. Really, really good. Thank you. Pam.
Sure.
I just wanted to chime in on the last piece that Kelly spoke of, where he referenced his past. And he said, your past has made you who you are, but you have choices. You don't have to just say, well, because whatever, I am who I am. He was adamant about that you always have choices. And so much of what I heard, and having heard Dave Blanchard, that piece about taking those spiky balls and putting them in your heart, and being empathetic and knowing something about perhaps where other people are coming from, and knowing those questions to ask other people. I mean, there was just such a nice tie-in. I like that piece.
Mm-hmm. No, that is exactly what I was going to say, Pam. That's awesome. Is that we did have a speaker. I know not everybody's heard him, but he talked about that, and and it's really like, so the horse trainer or whatever was pretty much had a horrible childhood, and but our biggest struggles in life, if we will just embrace them instead of fight them all the time, if we'll just embrace them to make us better, they're actually going to turn into our biggest strengths. And that's what he showed. And it was amazing how he dealt with these horses that maybe were just wild and couldn't be tamed by anyone else. And he was just so calm, and he was treating them like he would like to be treated. And that's not how he, in his past growing up, he was abused in all kinds of ways, but he learned from that, and that became his biggest strength. And it's a really good movie. And I know that it's a documentary. It sounds like, ooh, I don't want to watch documentary, because I thought the same thing. Even like the first 5-10 minutes into the movie, I'm like, why am I watching this? This is going to be boring. But it really is good. So it's on Netflix. You could watch it with your kids, your family. Anyway, I think it's good. Anybody else have a takeaway from Buck if you watched it? Okay. Any final words, thoughts, comments? Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys all for being on. Congrats to all the new smiley faces in the crowd. We're excited for you, and let's have a great November, guys. Let's go out and help more people. Okay. See ya.
Bye.